Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So in unbound method, first of all we have to create a database, a simple database in MS Access. Create a new database, browse, जी 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 name of the database is student underscore db. Create. Now create a single table. Name of the table is std. Create four fields, std underscore id as number, std underscore name as text, address and contact as text. Remove this primary key. Control S, saved and close. Now start Visual Basic. First of all, create a simple form. Use some properties of this shape like back color, insert label. We will use this label as a heading. Student information. Auto size to true. Increase the font size. So the design of the form is completed. Let's check the design. Design is completed. Okay. On load of our project, the text boxes will be locked. These text boxes will be locked and save button will be disabled. So simply double click on form. Here load event is selected. Form load event is selected. So write txt id dot locked equal to true, txt name dot locked equal to true, txt address dot locked equal to true, and txt contact dot locked equal to true. Also I want to disable the save button, cmd save, cmd add dot enable equal to true, and cmd save dot enable equal to false. Double click on add button. When we will click on the add button will be disabled and save button will be enabled. So here write cmd add dot enable equal to false and cmd save dot enable equal to true. Again the same code on save button. cmd add dot enable equal to true, and the next one will be disabled, the save. Start project and check. Save button is disabled and these text boxes are locked. I am going to press the add button. So next one is enabled. Clear? Okay. Now how to create connection? How to create connection? Here inside this folder, right click. Yes, we will do it a bit later. So just right click here, from new select text document. This is how create connection using unbound method. Select text document, change the name of this document, for example path, and also we have to change the extension. Extension is right now txt. We are going to change it to udl. Enter. Yes, I want to change the format. You can see the icon has been changed. Now double click on this file. That window appeared in which we have established the connection. So in provider tab, select the Microsoft Jet 4.0. Next, browse connection. VB2. This is the connection. Press open. Okay, just delete this extra path without the name of database. Test connection. Yes, working fine. Press OK button. Okay. The next thing, on the top in general section, we are going to declare two variable, one object or one variable for connection and the second one for record set. So here write dimcn as new ADO, not supported ADO. So before declaring the connection variable, we have to import some properties. From references, we have to import some properties. Go to the design view. From project menu, select references. Press M, Microsoft. Here we are going to select the Microsoft ActiveX Data Object 2.0 library. This is the library of some properties. Using this library, we can create the connection. We can create a variable for connection, a variable for record set also. So check on this and OK. Now double click on form. In general section here write dimcn as new ADODB dot connection. Cn is the name of variable, or you can say this is the name of object. Which kind of object? Connection. In this Cn we will save the path of connection. This Cn will work as a connection with the database. Declare another variable for record set. So dimrs as new ADODB dot record set. So this rs will work as a record set. What is record set? Record set is a table from database. Now record set is a table which contains information about a single person from database. The complete information about a single person will be available inside the record set. For example, student ID at a time, student ID, student name, address and contact number. For a single user, this complete information will be available inside the record set. So this RS will work as a record set and CN will work as a connection. Clear? Okay. Now how to import that connection which we have created in .udl file. So here right click on this path .udl, open with notepad. So here you can see everything after this line is an OLEDB in initial string. Copy this complete line from provider to the end. Complete line, press Ctrl C. We have copied this line. Now on form load event, I want to create the connection. Double click on form. Here I will create connection. So what is the name of that variable which we have created for connection? Cn. Cn is the name of variable. So write Cn dot open, mean open connection. Which one connection? Here in bold you can see connection string as string. The string which we have copied, the message the provider which we have copied from the UDL file. Copy that message, that provider here. But always you have to enclose string in double quotes. So start double quote and close double quote. Between these two double quotes, starting and ending, closing, paste here that complete provider, Control V. So now we have created the connection. So how to create the record set? How to create record set? So write rs.open, rs.open, record set started. Now source, identify the source. Source means the table from where, yes, from the std table we will select data. So in double quote write name of that table, std. Now put a comma. Active connection, which connection we will use? Cn. So write Cn. Again put a comma and write cursor type. Cursor type, in the cursor type you have to select the first one, AD open dynamic. Basically the AD open dynamic means that we will be able to use the navigations. Dynamically we will access the records, next, previous, last and first. So therefore we have to select the first one. Again put a comma, and log type should be a third one, at log pessimistic, at log pessimistic. The third one means, at log pessimistic means, each time when we will use the record set. So after using the record set, the previous data remains inside the record set. So for next use we want to clear that record set. The bill study the par record set safa pakar de, jam record the para. First time pakar the Zubair data pakar. Second time में किधर शाकिर डेटा पकड़ता है ना, मतलब शाकिर डेटा इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल नमक के खुदा जुबैर अगर क्लियर कुल पकड़ दी करने की पकड़ रिकॉर्ड सेट के पहले टाइम द यूज रेडी रिकॉर्ड राजी. Okay, record set is also created. Record set is created. On form load, I want to display the first record from database. I want to display the first record from database in text boxes. So just write txt id. Here I am going to write txt id dot text equal to rs dot fields of 0. The first field, this first text box we have created for the student ID. The first text box we have created for student ID, and inside database, inside std table, the first field is student std underscore ID, and index number for that field is 0. Each field inside the database, inside the table, you can access by index numbers. For each field we have some index number. For the first one inside the database, for the first field inside the database, the index number is 0. For the second one, index number 1. For the third one, index number 2. And for the fourth one, index number 3 will be used. So in this, the txt id, we will assign the field number 0. And that field we will pick from the record set. That field we will get from the record set. So here you can see txt id dot text equal to rs dot fields of 0. rs is basically the variable in which we have declared the record set. Here you can see this one. And next line write txt name dot text equal to rs dot fields of 1. The second field will be assigned to the txt name. Txt address dot text rs dot fields of 2, and txt contact dot text rs dot fields of 3. Completed. Okay, database is empty. Just insert a single record or 2 records. The second one, for example, Shakir. Ala kasam sha. Okay, press F5 button and start project. Oops. Okay, listen. Double click on path.udl. Double click on path.udl. Again browse connection. Test. Right click. Open with notepad. Copy this complete path from here, from provider up to false. Control C. And here replace with this string. Control V. Now start and check. First record is selected. There was some problem in the path. Clear up to here? Okay. Now we have to do code for add button. So after pressing the add button, these text boxes will be unlocked. The 4 text boxes will be unlocked. Double click on add button. txt_id.locked equal to false. txt_name.locked equal to false. txt address and contact. Now start. I'm going to press the add button. Oops. Also we have to clear the text boxes. Text box for unlock show निकल बकी unlock show वो clear column पका दी ने record insert को. So again write txt_id.text. How to clear the text box? txt_id.text equal to double quote. txt_id.text equal to double quote. Double quote mean nothing. Clear the text box. txt_name.text clear. Clear. 4 text boxes are cleared. Okay. Here for adding a new record. For adding a new record, a simple function will be used. A simple function is using the record set which we have created. That variable is called as rs. Rs we have created as a record set. So simply write here rs.add new. rs.add new. Now start. Click on add button. Clear. Now you can insert a new record. But before insertion of new record, we have to do code for save button also. Double click on save button. What will happen on save button? The text boxes will be locked and new record will be saved. Just copy these 4 lines for locking the text box. txt_id.log equal to true, name true, address and contact number. So just copy these 4 lines here and a single line for saving this record. For saving new record, write rs.save. R is the name of record set and save a function which we'll use for the saving a new record. Start. Click on add button. Record number 3, for example RF or address. Okay, Kabul. Save. Now just check inside the database. Oops. So here is the rs.save function. Before this rs.save, we have to assign the new values to the record set. So just write rs dot fields of 0 equal to which value? The value which we have entered in txt id. The value which we have entered in the txt id. txt id dot text. rs dot fields of 1 txt name. rs dot field of 2 txt address, and rs dot field of 3 txt contact dot text. After this, record will be saved, and after saving the record, message box display. Start and check. Record number 3. New record has been saved. Check this record inside database. Remove this one. Eight, 4, this one is also saved. Now we have to do code for navigations. Now for navigations, double click on first for selection of first record. This one is for first record. Double click. Simply write rs dot move first. And also write txt id dot text equal to the record set of field of 0. txt name dot text field of 1 txt address, field of 3. For the last record also do same code. Just copy these 4 lines, Control C, and double click on the last button, paste it here. Let's change the first line, rs dot move first, instead of rs dot move first, rs dot move last. Now start and check last and first, working fine. Okay, now what for these 2 buttons, next and previous? Double click on the previous button and here write if rs dot beginning of file is not equal to true, then do what? Keep moving to the previous record. This symbol means not equal to. If rs dot beginning of file is not equal to true, keep moving to the previous record. rs dot move previous, and also we have to write the txt id dot text equal to field of 0. rs dot fields of 0, txt name dot text equal to rs dot fields of 1, and the contact number field of 3. Else do what? rs dot move to the first record. And copy these 4 lines, Control C, paste here. And if mean close the if statement. But now here is an error. Let's check the error. Start, move to the last record. I'm trying to move to the previous one. Yes, accessing 3, 2, 1. We have selected 1. Again trying to move to the previous one. Error occurred. So how to handle this error? So simply before if statement, before this statement, write on error resume next. Mean whenever error occurs, so resume the next record. Don't move to the next record. Don't try to move to the next record. Now start and check. Last one, previous. Clear? Okay. Now you can copy all of these 8 or 10 lines. Control C, double click on the next record button and paste it here. But here some changes will be occur. Instead of rs.beginning of file, we have to write rs.end of file. Instead of rs.move previous, rs.move next. Here in this line, instead of rs.move first, move last. Complete it. Start and check. Next. Last and first. Any question? Control S. Project saved. Yes.